Hi everyone, it's Eve. It is the 5th of March 2021. Today we're going to talk about Foo Fighters, right? Foo Fighters. I've always wanted to go see Foo Fighters. They're a band that, like, on my bucket list of bands to go see live, they're up there, right? And always have been for a very, very long time. Foo Fighters are huge, right, in the UK. I'm assuming they are in the US as well, but particularly over here, they're pretty big, right? Whenever they have a new release, it's a big deal. Like this one, even though it was in lockdown. So I'm talking about Medicine at Midnight. This album's not been out very long, right? I don't know how long it's been out for. Maybe like a month, 2 months, 3 months. All the days are blurring into one at this point. But this album's not been out very long. So it's a new release. So makes it very exciting. In fact, it's my only 2021 album that I've got on my list of albums to talk about. So spoiler alert for that. I think, anyway. I'll have to double check. But yeah, like a lot of people, I liked Foo Fighters' early stuff. Yeah, Times Like These, great song. All My Life, great song. Their really albums are great songs. They're all bangers, man. Like, the ones they play at the clubs. I know. Oh my goodness, I'm so unprepared for this. I don't believe in editing. I just believe in clicking the pause button when I'm doing this video. Anyway, the album, Medicine at Midnight. Medicine at Midnight. Medicine at Midnight is a Linkin Park album, right? So I've given this album 3 listens now, and you know what, I quite like it. It's alright, it's pretty good. It sounds like Foo Fighters, and in fact, its biggest asset is that it sounds like Foo Fighters, and its biggest problem is that it sounds like Foo Fighters. Like, there is no mistaking Dave Grohl, right, and his voice, and the way, like, the bands play their, songs, and I don't know, they had like 6 members now. The only people I know are Dave and Taylor Hawkins are the only members I think I remember the names of, and that's like so bad, right, because I'm such a band person. I think the album like starts really well, like yeah, I really like sort of Chasing Birds. I like Making a Fire, which is the opening track, but Chasing Birds is like a slow song towards the end of the album, which I really, really, really like. The Medicine at Midnight, like the title track's got a really nice 80s like rock vibe, which I think is really cool. Poison though is my favourite song on this album. I think it's great. It's already on a lot of my playlists, which I put on yesterday after I started listening to this. I think it's a great track. Like, I would listen to that all day. Like every other Foo Fighters album from the last 20 years, it's great. It's really well produced. It sounds cool. It sounds like Foo Fighters. Problem is, it's too safe. It's way too safe for them. It just sounds like Foo Fighters, right? And it's difficult because, like, if you're an established band, like they are, and you've been doing your thing for so long, it's so difficult to strike the balance between sounding too samey and making a bit of a difference, right? It's too safe. It's way too safe for them, and they could do much better. I think they have done better albums than this. This isn't to say this is a bad album. It's a good album, and I enjoy it, but they've done better. And I think when you've reached your sort of like 10 plus albums, they all gonna start blurring into one, unfortunately, unless they're really, really good and exceptional. And I guess that's a universal issue for any band that's a legacy band that's been going on for as long as they have been. And fair play to them. They're in like their 40s and 50s and they're still touring and still doing what they want to do. Obviously, I say still touring with COVID and stuff, but they're still doing their thing, and that's commendable, because making a long-term career in the music industry is not that's not easy. That's not a small feat. Do you know what I mean? So that's a big deal in of itself, but I just wish maybe they just tried something that didn't sound exactly like all of their other albums. Just change the sound up. But then I also understand that if they completely change the sound up, then people would complain. So it's like, it's difficult. I get it. I understand why they've done what they've done, but at the same time, it's like, I just feel like this might have been a nice time to change it up a bit. Oh well. I am not Dave Grohl. I am not Foo Fighters. It's not my decision to make, though, is it, ultimately? And I would say that if you like Foo Fighters sound, like if you like their previous albums, you will probably like this album. You'll probably love it. You'll probably think it's great. If you're not a fan already, you probably won't like this album. Yeah, that's kind of all it is, really. Like, I will playlist a bunch of these songs, like, probably. Will I listen to it as a full album again? Probably not. There are better Foo Fighters albums, but I will definitely, playlist a lot of these songs. They aren't bad songs. If they come back to Nottingham or back to the UK, I'll probably go see them if I can, if it's not like £100 for a ticket. But as an album in of itself, it's okay. It's not bad, but yeah. Okay, that's my thoughts on that one. Listen at Midnight. Yeah, check it out if you like Foo Fighters' previous albums. Cool. Anyway, this is a very chaotic review. I'm really sorry. I'll see you all later. Bye.